Before time itself, the realms have existed. Born of curiosity, we opened the first gateway to our endless Feywilds. The Fey have long since aided man in harnessing that which we live and breathe. Magic. Tolerance was known until your grasp extended reach. Greed, in the face of power, saw your world caught in ruin. And out flowed the Pale, swallowing all in its path. Some fled its ever-spreading tongue, seeking refuge in Nightingale, only to be severed from assistance as the pathway between realms collapsed. But perhaps not all is lost. For Nightingale still stands, pushing forward towards progress and enlightenment, humanity's final beacon. Your path thither is winding and full of terror's nascent realm walker. Wilt thou succumb to Fey lands beyond thy wit? Or wilt thou endure, find the way homeward and rebuild anew?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. Nightingale dropped today, February 20th at 10 a.m. my time. I've been waiting for this game for quite a while. I did some playtesting for it. I'm super excited for what they have done since the playtests, and I want to jump in. By the way, this is Dread Pirate Duo, and I want to welcome you to my first look at the production or the early access release of Nightingale. So, at this point, what has happened is humans have found the portals. Portals lead to the Fey realms. And as humans spread and explored the Fey realms, they were given tolerance because, humans, we like to go for power and do things that we want to do. And that's mainly because our lifespans are so short compared to those of the Fey. Well, greed and power and corruption and all the nasty human traits that we brought into the Feywilds looks like it might have made somebody angry because they unleashed something on us called the Pale. And the Pale is this white fog cloud-like substance that came out of one of the portals and started covering Earth, and it's destroying everything in its path. So we are a refugee. We are escaping the Pale, and we jumped into a portal attempting to get to Nightingale, which is a settlement focused on science and exploration that we have set up in the Feywilds as a human outpost. Well, we jumped in the portal. Let's continue. Let's see what we have going on here.
Let my words steer your steps.
Well, this looks like a fine place. Can't go back, which I guess is good because it'd just be certain death, right? Looks like all of this is just decoration, nothing's lootable. Well, we got some bugs, and they glow. All kinds of random things, some fires. Standard controls, WADs to move around, shift to sprint.
How now, fleshling? Whither wander you, lost in our Feywilds?
At this point, we have no idea who Puck is. I mean, is Puck taunting us? Is he trying to steer us into a nightmare? Is he trying to steer us into salvation? Not really sure at this point, but we're not dead yet. Just exploring some of the things here. In playtests, they would hide some chests and materials.
Human.
He wants me to hurry, but I want to check this other path to see if there's anything interesting here. Some water. Yeah, nothing in here except for growling.
Quickly, before those bound fiends sniff out your despair.
There's Puck. Yep, that is Puck. But as always, I'm going to check around, make sure nothing is around here that I could use. Because I have nothing. There I am in all my glory. Good old Dread Pirate. I do have some clothing. However, this is really nice clothing. And I don't know if I can repair that clothing once it's been destroyed, so just checking around the areas here, make sure there's nothing hidden. I do have to say, one thing I'm appreciative of is that I was able to get the game 3 minutes before 10 a.m., so I refreshed it. It happened to be available for purchase and download. So I got downloaded rather quickly, thanks to a very nice internet connection. We just switched over to Ting internet not too long ago. It's been pretty fantastic. So with that being said, I was able to actually get into the realms immediately, which I didn't expect. I figured we'd have to wait hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, just to get in because of the amount of people that are trying to push through. Very popular game. A lot of us have been looking forward to this. All right. So nothing of consequence around here. It's kind of a shame. It'd be neat to have a couple chests or something that give you a couple materials. Anyhow, let's see what this guy has to say. It is Puck.
Shadows abound, yet like a fire's final embers, you refuse to be snuffed out. I come with an offer to guide you to a safer realm, and rebuke death, unlike so many of your kin. Take these bloodstained cards, play them, and let amiable bond be drawn between Fae and fleshling. Give me your hands, that we may be friends, and I shall restore amends. Homosit inconul ome. Hurry yonder, toward portal and apparatus, so you, bare child of earth, might abscond this nightmare.
Well, isn't that special? So, if you're going to offer me some salvation...
Travel to the forest byway swiftly.
I'll take it.
Across the divide, a greater gift awaits. Partnerships with we Fae afford many wonders yet unseen.
And to be fair, I mean, I was going to die anyways, right? So, whether I die on Earth or he's taking me to death for fun, who knows? Could be a cruel joke. Excellent. So we have cards. Cards are how we make new portals, new lands in, or new realms, I guess is what they're called in Nightingale. So, at minimum, you need a biome card. But then you also need a major card of some sort. This major card here is a byway card. So it creates a small realm. See, diminutive wilds exist that serve as pathway between larger realms, like a secret passage between two glades. From the Fae, Red Cross Knights learned that they were called byways. So this is going to be a small realm, something to kind of get us started, get us out of the nightmare realm that we find ourselves in right now. I have the realm difficulty set to hard because I have some experience playing here and I want a little bit of a challenge. And our forest card is what's going to create a forest realm. So we'll go ahead and open the portal. And we'll stand back. You see that over there? Those are bad guys.
The fiends have caught your despairing stench.
And I don't really have much to fight with, so bye. Those are called Bound. Bound are not fond of humans and actively seek out to destroy us. Bound, we think, are Fae, but we don't know where they came from yet, just that they're hostile towards us, and a lot of other things. So hopefully, Nightingale servers haven't crashed yet. You know, opening day, release date for games that require a server component that's run by the developers usually get overloaded. So Nightingale did a good job, or Inflexion Games, who created Nightingale, did an excellent job on trying to stress test prior to this, but there's a lot of demand for this game right now. Alright, let's give this another shot. So, as soon as I jumped into this realm, I use a USB mixer from Beacon, it's called the Mix Create, that decided to stop working, which means you may or may not have heard some audio at the end of the last the last attempt. I had to reboot and get everything going again. So with that being said, there's going to be some magic here, there's going to be a cut here. My apologies for that, but let's see what Puck has to say.
Count thyself among the fortunate few who manage to flee the Pale's noxious proliferation. Nightingale still stands, but earth teeters on the brink, and these wilds are far from hospitable. Sequestered so and struck by woe begs the question, wilt thou be a survivor?
Well, not dead yet. But in the lower left corner, I am hungry. Got a little fork and knife going on down here.
The gift I promised should aid thy cause. A hermetic guidebook and pocket watch, purloined off the corpse of a realm walker. Keep these like close companions.
Alright, well, I guess they don't need it anymore. That's okay.
With the man-made network sundered, entrust me to find the trail forward through these byway realms. In the interim, I hear your stomach snarling. Take reprieve from misery and gorge yourself with a feast fit for a fleshling. Preserve yourself, and I shall return anon.
I don't know if we can trust Puck. I don't know if Puck's playing with us or he's actually trying to save us or what. Because, gorge myself with a feast fit for a fleshling. I'm not sure how to take that.
Under this mask, you wonder. I am Puck. Robin to some. Oberon's merry wanderer of the night. The last furtive fae to grace your kind.
Those are some pretty fun effects. Alright, so upper right hand corner, find a source of food. Acquire some raw berries. Because, you know. Oh, there we go. Using offhand items. Very cool. So, the offhand aspect is a little bit different than what I've had in the playtest. You could do some things offhand, but looks like possibly hotbar 6 through 0 is going to be your offhand options now. We'll dive into that a little bit, but need to acquire supplies. Let's see. That stick is not. There we go. Collect some of those sticks. That's not collectible rock. Sticks over here. Stone statue. One thing that through the playtest that I really was impressed with is the view and the scenery. Like, I'll be honest, this is pretty nice looking. I mean, beautiful effects up in the sky. That's a pretty good view distance on this. Sun, everything. I don't know. It's all very pretty. Now, typically for early access games, I don't expect the pretty as much. I expect more of, working on game systems, and then the polish comes later. But Inflexion did a pretty good job balancing that out. And while the mechanics of this game are going to be very similar to a lot of other survival crafting games that we've all played, this just has to me it has a certain pull to it, a certain ring to it. Really like the idea of jumping between realms and using cards to create something new. I mean, you can jump out on their side and be face to face with some horribly aggressive creature where you're just like, nope, turn around, run back in, and get away. Thankfully, I have not seen anything negative come through portals yet. I'd say let's not bring that up because we don't want to give them any ideas. However, it might be kind of fun sometimes to have things wander between portals, at least in a radius of the portal, so that if you do bring something horrible into your world, you can run away from it. Let's see, let's look at the map. Cool, so here we are. Now I have this little ring right here. That's called my respite. So if I die or anything, this is where I'm going to come back. This is also my respite realm, meaning if I go to a different realm and I die, I can come. I'll either come back here or I'll go to the portal of that realm. I'm not sure what they've decided for the early access release. Now, outside of that, there's travel to respite realm. Because I have my pocket watch, I can do a fast travel to my respite. I'm currently in my respite, so that's why I cannot travel to it. Then this up here is the realm power. The realm power is 25. The higher the realm, the more difficult it is. And so on and so forth. So I'm going to go towards the coastline and see if I can find some stones. The other thing I wanted to bring up is, here's your inventory. We don't have any realm cards or essences. Essences are used in crafting. Realm cards are used in travel. But we have to have a portal for that, which we don't have either. We're kind of marooned on... I consider this an island in this realm. And then, basic inventory options. This number up here is your average equipment rating. The higher that rating, the more protected you're going to be, as well as the better armed you're going to be. So that rating is just your character power, per se, based on equipment. You'll see this is power 6, which is my overcoat. I've got my shirt. That's a 6. My bottoms are a 6. Gloves and shoes are a 6. However, I don't have anything on my back or on my head, so that's going to bring my average power down. But also, what's going to bring my average power down is going to be that I don't have any equipment or weapons equipped. So that is part of that rating. But let's see. I'm going to go ahead and eat some of these berries because evidently I'm starving again. Lower right-hand corner, my fork and knife meter is low. So we'll just crunch down some of these berries. All right. So let's see what we have over here. Now, in your respite realm, in your first realm you go to, your byway, you will rarely run into bound during the day. But you do have to keep your eyes out. There are also different aggressive animals. So you got to keep out for flora and fauna. Those guys, the deer, they're not too problematic. But down by the coastline, I am finding additional stones. There's some driftwood I can break up once I get an axe. But yes, I start with basically nothing, just the clothing on my back. I would have really liked to have started with some sort of extra backpack, though. There's a couple archetypes you can pick, or backgrounds you can pick as you create your character. One of them is like a survival prepper who is like super ready for disaster to strike. The other one is a trade, or it's well, I am a tradesman. That's my profession. What are the other ones? One's kind of like slept late. You end up, or you're just in your pajamas and trying to jump through a portal because, well, you woke up and people were dying. Then there was a commoner who's pretty much completely unprepared. Again, you only have the clothes on your back as you jump through the portal. Then there is the one that I have picked, which is a traveler. So I would travel around Earth, not necessarily the realms. So I'm accustomed to traveling, to, I wouldn't say surviving in like this respect, but finding ways to have shelter and so on and so forth in a I won't call it a modern time because this takes place, I think, in like the 1800s. However, I'm more adept than an unprepared person. There are several occupations. I'm doing this from memory because I don't have anything up to read. I picked tradesman, so I have the ability to do random crafting and things of that sort. That's where my profession was when I was on Earth. There is soldier, which is weapons, fighting, combat, stamina. There is also like I'll say kind of upper class, like basically things where people have had stuff handed to them on a silver platter. Didn't want for anything, I think is the exact words. So they may not be real in tune with surviving. Let's see, other than that, there was something else I just can't remember, but... Alright, so B is our building. Just unlocked campfire because I collected enough stuff to make it. So where do I want to make my campfire? Well, I do like the coastline. I don't believe it affords us a lot of protection. When you first start, your respite right here, or where you're kind of just coming in, is relatively safe. Now, I did pick a hard level, and I'm looking at this. Maybe I was incorrect. Your respite doesn't start right here, so I do apologize for that. Oh, there's a portal in our world. Very nice. Anyways, I apologize. So that ring is not my respite. That ring is just where I am on the map. There will be a respite ring. During the playtest, you automatically had one at your spawn point. So let me see if I can sneak in here and give myself a little bit of shelter, possibly, by being in here. So we've come across our first Hope Echo. Hope Echoes are pretty neat. They're part of the story. Collecting them it is rated. So if the number of Hope Echoes you collect are gauged and recorded, so they could add to more aspects to the game. But they are little like things, echoes that come from Earth. So let's take a look at this one. All right, so this was November 10th in 1889. Sam Bunyan? I probably completely butchered that. So telegrams tell us of tales. More cities perishing one by one. After Paris, it was Brussels and then Milan. A horde of fog called the Pale billows forth from the portal in Paris. We have known of the Pale, but something that has shifted, changed from what it once was, whereas before, the Pale was small tendrils stretching out from just beyond the portal and then dissipating. It now spreads across the earth, blanketing everything in its path. Sambunyan? Again, I apologize for anybody who is French that I'm butchering this name. It's far from Paris, but if the Pale continues as it has, it'll ultimately reach us. Those who stay scrutinize our portal. Others avoid it altogether. There are talks of fleeing the city, finding safety away from the portals, if such place were to even still exist. Let's so this is a little bit of the story from Earth, kind of what was going on as the Pale started coming out and covering the planet. Pretty neat little story aspect. I'm really into the story, so I will be playing and making sure that I read most of those and seek out the Hope Echoes. Some echoes are not story. They are just kind of like just interesting little tidbits around the world, so it might be like pictures or other things that kind of come up and give you a more in-depth look into the culture that is Nightingale. All right, so I hit B to go into my building menu. We're going to click on here for craft basics and repair. As you can tell, I don't know how to do much of anything. If I go to my crafting, I can make roasted berries. In the middle here, which it says I need a campfire. There's also other things, like calcularian stove or a bonfire where I can cook these. I just don't know those yet. So I do know this. Need 5 raw berries to make 1 roasted berry. I'm not a fan of that conversion, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and build this campfire because we need to. No augmentation slots. You can augment your workbenches with various things around the like your building or your area. It tells you what kind of different augments are supported on this particular campfire, this particular workbench, and then it'll make you warm. It'll provide a well-lit environment. Warm, well-lit. So not sure why we're copying those or creating clones of those. I'm wondering if it's saying, oh, this is well-lit times 3 and this is warm times 3. Just to combat, like if you were in a cold realm and maybe your times 3 isn't going to be enough, you may need to have like 2 fires to stay warm. All right, so outside that, I'm going to go ahead and hit place. Let's see, I want to kind of see if I can cheat and give it some, give it some shelter here, but still give it access to the outside where I can put my outside, like tents and whatnot. All right, so right click to get out of placement mode, and here we go. I can auto add resources, or I can hold E. If I hold E, I can get my little selection wheel here. I can add a resource from inventory, which will bring up my inventory to allow me to select it, or auto add what I need to complete it. So auto add's pretty easy, but I'll show you this. So we need rocks, right? So if I just click on that, add selected, it'll ask me how many I want to add. I don't need to add 51, but I only need to add 6, but I'll confirm all 51 being added. I want to see what that does. So structure like the campfire can be used to cook, refine, or craft items. Workbenches of other stations in Nightingale have multiple interaction points. Interact with the fire pit area of the campfire to manage the fuel and the flame. After igniting the campfire, interact with the cooking pot of the campfire to begin cooking. Select your recipe and your ingredients, press craft to cook. So we'll go through all of that. So at this point, I now have fuel that I need to add. We can add things like just plant fiber or sticks. Plant fiber, the beginning, I find myself running out of it a bit, but however, as I start getting a little bit further along in my game, I have more than I can count of this stuff. But if you look in the middle of the screen here, right underneath the time frame, if I put 25 of those in, I get 6 minutes and 15 seconds of fuel, or I get 12 minutes and 30, so I get double from sticks. So I'm going to go ahead, drop that here, put 25 in, 25 is the max. I'm going to hit ignite and get out. Now, as you noticed, I had 51 stone and only used 6 because that was required. So I wanted to make sure that you didn't add all of them and then lose 40 some of them. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and craft some berries as requested. So now notice if I click down here, if I look at the campfire fire pit, it says extinguish, or I can hold E for more options, or I can expect, or I can add fuel from inventory. However, I'm not allowed to because it is at max right now. Versus if I look at the pot here and I hit E, I can actually craft here. So it's kind of neat that the workbenches are kind of like multi-part, where different parts of the bench, when you interact with them, can do different things. All right, so raw berries, I'm going to make some roast berries. I click on that, and it gives me a list of the type of ingredients that will fit in that slot properly. So I'm just putting blueberries in. I'm going to go ahead and make 3 of them because I want to hold extra on me. When I do make roasted berries, they are a level 20 item. They will increase my max health. They'll give me 1 per second stamina regeneration. The effect duration of the max health and the stamina regeneration, which I am tongue-tied today, it will last 360 seconds, mitigates 10 hunger, gives me 18 health regeneration per minute, and a maximum stamina of 17.2. So let's go ahead and craft these. While those are crafting, you can see the crafting timer goes pretty quickly. Every time you see the, I believe it's, you see that little like particle effect, the magic particle effect when you start and when it's finished. Not when each item is finished, but when the entire queue is finished per se, or the stack in the queue. So let's go ahead and see if I can get a better view. There we go. Get the grass out of our face there. So look at inventory. What I have here is I've got my roasted berries automatically going into my hotbar. I am not a fan of that. I would much rather go to my inventory unless I have it in my hotbar already, then stack it there. However, it just adds it to the hotbar. Now what I'd like to do is take a look, and we went over all those stats that are kind of in the middle there, the maximum health and stamina. If I look over on this side, my maximum stamina is 28. Maximum stamina is 17.2. So the raw berries are better for stamina. They don't mitigate hunger as well, right? They only do half of the hunger that the roasted ones do. And the effect duration is 300 seconds versus 360. Now, this is a 1-for-1 comparison. Remember, we have 5 berries that go into roasted berries. So if we look at that hunger type mitigation of 25, it's actually better for me to eat raw berries if I want to mitigate my hunger. Now, maximum stamina 15%, health regeneration 20% per minute. The percentage versus the 18 in there per minute kind of make it a little difficult to do a direct comparison. However, if I look at this, there's a possibility percentages could be better. Now, if I look over on my right side, my player stats, I've got health of 50 and stamina of 35%, or 35. So if I look at health regeneration at 20% per minute, 20% of 50 is 10, so it's 10 per minute versus 18. So these roasted berries are better there. 15% of 35. Let's see. So the way I do that is 10% of 35 is 3.5. Multiply that by 2. You've got 7. And then add half of 3.5 to that. I know I'm making it convoluted, but it's easier for me to break it down to smaller math in my head. So we're looking at about 10.5 stamina regeneration. Now it does not, or maximum stamina. So it'll bring me up to, about 45, maybe 46 if they round up, versus maximum stamina 17.2 here. Now the next question that I don't have an answer for just yet is stomach slots. So if I go to 6 and I hit F, I'm eating a raw berry and I see that I have 5 minutes down in the lower right hand corner right next to my hunger meter. What happens if I go to 7 and then use F to eat those? I'm adding those together, so it is additive. Now eating that, I learned roasted meat as well as mixed plants. It is a new discovery. You will unlock some discoveries as you go. You will unlock some discoveries as you find them in the world. So it's kind of a cross between both. Now if we go back in here, my stamina is up to 81, which went from 35 to 81, so those two, the raw and the roasted berries do in fact stack. My health has gone up. And hope. Hope is super important. If you lose your hope, if you go down to 0, you can carry less, you move slower, you don't do as much damage. It's just kind of you're depressed, right? Being near a fire being near the fire may not regenerate hope, but I need to go find Puck and return and talk to him. So we'll see how that goes. Puck is. Now, when this kind of stuff occurs, there we go. Sometimes you have to walk around a bit before Puck shows himself. Let's see what he got to say.
You've avoided embarrassment by staving off starvation. From the lingering scent, your meal was no summer court banquet, but at least you persist.
Yep. Can't say that, berries are terrible, but yeah, I wouldn't mind some protein.
We must carry forth whilst this byway is aligned with another. One which should get us closer to necessities we'll both require.
Interesting. So instead of him helping me, he says we'll both require. Sounds like that I'm going to be helping him as well. This might be a mutually beneficial relationship. To what extent?
The portal stands nearby. Delay not, for the withering sands await.
Interesting. So, a little bit of a difference here in comparison to the playtest. Let's go ahead and extinguish this for now. Don't want to waste that fuel. The playtest... Let's see, I just have to go a bit south. The playtest was where you kind of established your respite realm, learned the ins and outs of the game, built yourself a couple of tools with Puck's help, and kind of just got yourself set up. Now, we're going to go explore some more realms. Yeah, for a second there, I thought that was a wolf, and I was going to be like, that's pretty mean to put me up against a wolf when I don't even have any way to defend myself. All right, so Puck has given me new cards. This is a desert card and a byway card. So same thing that we have, leaving out hard, desert and byway. Now, if you find that realm's too difficult, you can go to easy or medium. Easy is pretty easy. Medium would be, hey, I played something like 7 Days to Die a little bit, or I played a little Icarus or something, maybe not a ton, and I understand how those games work. Hard is, I played a lot of different survival crafting games, which I have, and that's a good place to start if you have some experience there. And extreme is for, Nightingale, you want to play Nightingale, you want it to be a big challenge. All right, so don't know what factions are present, but we're going to go ahead and open this portal right now. And what I'm curious about, so I do have a punch. Okay, no bound. Portal's open. Jump through it. Now, these little tips used to be able to click through them with your left and right mouse buttons to read different tips in the screen. It looks like it might be static, or by the time I tried it, we were already loading. So we're going to continue into the realm of arid desert. So these have been visited by people relishing sunlight, wanting to play across the sands and give the illusion of never-ending horizon. It's been forsaken by the Fae long ago, but all the vestiges remain. So I'm hot. Let's get into some shade here. And vestiges would be like those floating things around ruins, just interesting things that look like they were just plopped into the world.
Summer runs through my being as blood runs through yours. Yet I've seen that dew men call sweat flow like rivers in our deserts. This heat devours spirit and life alike.
I mean, dew is a nicer way to call sweat. Little different, though.
Howbeit, enduring the elements is part of the Realm Walker's folly. Pleasure sought through vanquishing hostility.
And humans do like to overcome challenges.
Whether this pleases or not, without shelter and the means to defend it, you'll not last long. Best to test your nesting prowess and avoid exhaustion, while I scour for the next byway.
All right, let's take a look here. What I have noticed is I did not come out of a portal. So, I don't know if I'm going to make it back there. There's a portal here, and this looks pretty desolate. Can't travel to Respite because I haven't created one yet, and that might be stone markers, which we'll find out later, how to build those later. So at this point, I need to build a stick tent. I probably have enough stuff to do it because I've been holding on to that. So we'll hit the B for the build menu, survival, 12 and 6. I have the check marks there telling me I do have enough to make those. And here is my rather large stick tent. All right, so again, right-click to get out of placement or hit escape. And then at this point, I need to find the spot to look to put in the resources. I'm just going to hit E to auto-add because I don't need to necessarily have particular resources. There are different grades of like fiber, and well, I'll say different grades of sticks. It's just different materials that can act as a stick that will change the features or the statistics of what you're building. So that's why if you auto add, it typically picks the lowest tier that you have. Unless the lowest tier won't work, it'll pick the lowest that will work. And then if you want to select particular types of materials that you're carrying, like maybe you're low on fiber, but you're high on, I'm trying to think of another fiber. It's called bound fiber or something like that. You can select that so that you don't use all of your fiber in hand or your plant fiber. So let's go ahead and build a bedroll, which here is under resting. So we'll place this. Make sure it's sheltered because that's important. Like if we go out there, you see how there's 3 icons up there, one with the Nightingale symbol and then 2 that we can't exactly understand at this moment in time. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's over there on the right side. I'm blind. Grit. So it's not on it's not on a stable surface. It looks like it is not sheltered, and I can't rest if I put it here. However, if I bring it here, it's not on a stable surface because it's on the ground. Ground is not considered stable. A foundation would be considered stable. It will supply comfort, and it is sheltered from the elements here. So we'll go ahead and place that, and then we'll auto-add our resources to create it. So if my rest drops too low, I'll begin losing my max stamina. I will succumb if it reaches 0, so I will die if my stamina reaches 0. Rest buffs will increase as the comfort level of my bed increases. And then adding things like light, heat, and furniture will increase the comfort level. Higher comfort levels add varying levels of bonuses to my health and stamina regeneration as a part of my rest bonus. And then resting requires a minimum comfort level. So you can't just put a bedroll in the world somewhere. It has to be sheltered, for instance. All right. So now something that we can do is we used to be able just to stand by my bedroll. And by standing by the bedroll, you would regain rest. So it looks like that might have changed. So I hit E. Oh, there we go. So hitting E, you do a short rest. It doesn't really do anything for you except for if you look in my lower left-hand corner, we do have my stamina or my rest bonus, my blue bar down there, fully expanded. So I wish there would be some sort of like feedback on the screen that came up saying, that you took a short rest or something. I am learning new discoveries here by making this stuff and resting. So let's see what we can make under our crafting menu, which I just hit C to get there more quickly. Makeshift hunting knife, pick, sickle, torch, and wood axe. I'm going to go for a pick first. And then I'm going to go for a wood axe. And I seem to have enough for a knife. Great. Let's just make the full set. Okay, so I can find better resources using refinement stations. Using better tools, I can harvest better resources with special qualities from within the realm, and then also you need a certain level of tool to mine a particular resource node level. It's kind of similar to if you have it in Minecraft, if you have a wooden pickaxe, you can mine stone and coal, but you can't get your higher end materials. Like you can't get diamond. Right? You have to get a better pickaxe for that. certain type of damage. Creatures have different weaknesses, so on and so forth. So we've made everything here. I was just happy enough that I had enough stuff to craft everything. So let's see. I typically like, put my sickle on 5. I typically like to have my pickaxe on button 4, my axe on button 3. I'll put my melee weapon in 1, and I typically like to have my ranged weapon in 2. I do have a 10-button mouse, actually a 12-button mouse, an MMO mouse, so I can easily switch between these just on my mouse. So that's kind of where my muscle memory has been. So that's just my preference. So if we take a look here, though, this is a crude hand knife. Melee damage is 11. Let's see, does it say what type of damage? I might be missing that. Piercing, main hand piercing, right underneath the title. So this is my piercing damage. This is slashing damage for my wood axe, piercing damage for my mining axe, and then slashing for the sickle. Sickle does 19. Mining pickaxe does 35. Wood axe does 30, and then 11 from the knife. Well, let's see. There's going to be some other statistics here. So, oh, I don't want to cut a puck. So that's pretty fast. That's pretty fast for 30 damage, to be honest with you, in comparison to that knife. That's slow, but it's 35. That's pretty fast. Now I'm gonna make an assumption here. I'm gonna make an assumption that my knife and my sickle are very close range weapons, and that my axe and my pick are going to have a little bit of a longer range. All right, so I'm just gonna pick up 2. So hit 2. So I'm gonna keep my hand empty. Oh, and I also have my torch. Let's put torches on 9. I also want to get my offhand out of there because I don't want to accidentally eat berries.
It slipped my skull that Earth's great citadels resulted from decades of toil. Still, I expected more than that lowly truss of sticks and the haphazard cudgel you now hold.
Hey, I'm a traveler. I'm a tradesman. I make things. I don't necessarily make weapons out of sticks and stones. You gotta give me a little bit of a break, Puck.
You'll need better woodworking skills than that when we reach our destination proper. It affords the perfect setting for... well, we shan't ruin the surprise. Let us depart, and speak of your ill-favored constructs no more. One final by way of muck and mire, then this path of beginnings shall fork unbounded into whatever endings you seek.
Okay. Need to eat some more food. Fork and knife is bearing its ugly head. Alright. Can I disassemble you? Hold for more options. Ooh. From dusk till dawn. That is actually new. I can inspect, but I can't seem to take anything. But I don't like the growling. Alright. Where are we headed? We are headed northwest. Alright. I don't know if those guys are hostile, but I'm not going to chance it if I don't have to. Can I get around this way? I'm pretty sure those tree guys are not hostile to walking, like, tree trunks. Unless you start beating them up. The automatons that are floating around down there, no idea if they're hostile. Check our map. See if I get a bit more north. Alright, so I guess we'll find out if they're hostile. I think I just saw that one fire like lightning at another. Okay, red means they're angry. I'm not sure. Are they mining? It looks that way, huh? Ooh. It's a pedestal over there. I wonder if I can get to it and not die. Let's find out. Oh, there's nothing there. Oh, that was a letdown. There's the portal. There's a lot of you. What if I go? Can I talk to you? Yeah, you don't seem super aggressive. What about you? Cool. So I guess those automatons could be aggressive if they wanted to. Oh no, they're just mining. They broke apart that stone with that. Were they going to pick it up? That's really cool. That's not an attack. That's how they mine. I'm pretty sure it would hurt if I got there, though. I'm not going to science that today. Darn it. Nothing in these chests. Oh, Becco. I'm not going to butcher that name again. Boats apart daily now. Bells filling the harbor. Evacuations are underway, with some seeking refuge in other cities. Distant Nightingale draws others, with rumors of mechanisms that repel the Pale. The journey is long and arduous, though. All the while, Sita keeps me on the shore, watching as the ships sail into the unknown. I long to see her smile again, the lopsided grin where she brings me a new discovery, the way her hand cradles such relic. Her excited retellings. She's always so alive, so vibrant upon her return. I would give anything to have her by my side again. Sounds like Sita has been lost, whether she is deceased or just hasn't come back yet. Ooh, there's a chest. Okay, so I can. Oh, that's an equipment upgrade. Ooh, we got our first card. An artisan card. Or artesian. I call it artisan if I'm wrong. Sorry, that's just the way I talk. Alright, so. Oh, nice. So you can add this to a realm to improve durability. Okay. Slight healing potion and a slight rest potion. Very nice. Wish there was a hotkey to take everything. I don't know if I can get out of there if I fall in. But I like to explore the vestiges as I can. Some are not very hospitable. These at the beginning probably are. There's a interesting statue. Oh, charm. Shove after blocking an attack. Charm of force. Very cool. Ooh, another card. Perpetual rains and increase the potency of my magic. Okay. So, all we've seen so far is biome and major cards. You need a biome and a major card in order to create a new realm. That's just the minimum requirement. You can augment with minor cards. And I think during the playtest, I was able to augment with, I want to say, six of them? I don't know. I can't remember if that was that many. Part of me wants to say 10. So we'll just say now 6 to 10 until we can gather that many to see what the max is. All right, so checking out what I can here. You can't make it down into there, but that's all right. Double tap the... Well, tap your spacebar, again, your jump, to pull yourself up. Well, I'm not seeing a ton of things that I could do here. I don't have any climbing picks. And that was not good. That's going to hurt. Am I just slower? Because I have falling impact, but I didn't take any damage. Okay. Not sure what falling impact is. We'll have to investigate that. Another automaton chest. Nothing. There's a dinosaur. Are you friendly? Mammoth? It's like a elephant stegosaurus. Hi there, buddy. Very nice. I worry that if I start taking down trees, that I'm going to anger these things. Because that is a thing. There are guardian spirits here. Oh, let's see. Alright, so they do kind of have like the voxel breakdown of a tree. During playtesting, I was unable to fully understand the most effective way to chop the tree based upon what has been already removed from it here. I tried going around. Oh, there we go. It's down. All right. Pick up some logs. Oh, I'm way down by my inventory now. Guess that makes sense. There's 63 versus, okay. 32 and 13. Right click. Ooh, I can extract essence. Okay, so essence. Essence is used for repair and for crafting. So these type of things, when I have too many resources that I want to drop, I can just extract essence out of them. Let's do 30. Right, drops my weight. Went from 32 to 17 kilograms. And I have essence here, which is this is basic dust. This is what I can use for repairing things. So let's get to the portal here and see where Puckus wants us to go. Oh, there's another Hope Echo. Finally, our time has come. The Pale surrounds the city in an oppressive wall, swallowing the buildings, advancing ever closer. The evacuations have ceased. There's no longer a shore from which to escape. No one knows what happens when the Pale overtakes you. As I stand here, the air fills with screams as the Pale slips along the streets, and then silence. I want to go to them, want to help them, but there's nothing I can do. Nothing anyone can do. It's becoming too dangerous to remain. Few others have dared to pass through the portal, despite what may lie beyond. They take their chances, but I wait here, unwilling to leave until the last second. If she returns here, she will know where to find me. Sitta, Sayang, wherever you are, please be safe. I like the little flair of story that they add there. Alright, so I'm going to go in here, and we are going to the swamp. Because we're still in the tutorial of kind of creating and moving between worlds, we cannot put minor cards in here. That will change once we get out of the tutorial. Now, we may be attacked once this opens. Opening portals? Ooh, my health is at 2. Is it because I'm wet? Oh, I'm also starving. Alright, that was it. I was hungry. Okay, so, as I was saying, when you open a portal, it can attract the bound. The bound are not our friends. So we just got to keep tabs on that. If you're opening a portal to escape, definitely keep watch around you in case when that portal is opening, the bound come. In some cases, you could be low on health and trying to escape and, well, get cut down as the portal's being opened. All right. There we go. There's Puck. Gonna collect some of this stuff.
If not for Astaroth's decree, this trek would have been as easy as peach pie. We Fae are forbidden from consorting with your kind. And while my amity is yours, it behooves us both to move with caution. But enough prattle.
So, if I remember correctly, Astaroth is one of the leaders of the Fae. I don't remember if it is a panel or a group or the term escapes me right now. I'm thinking like Senate in the U.S., Parliament in the U.K. However, because humans have done some unsavory things from greed and everything, kind of what I think led to the Pale taking over Earth. They were not allowed to talk to Fae, or Fae were not allowed to talk to us or work with us. So Puck is breaking that, and he's trying to keep it silent.
The bound guard Fae archways that align with temporal realms. As they're already acquainted with your despair, those fiends will emerge when you try to leave this final byway.
All right, so that's where the bound are going to show up.
While I know man's impulse is to flee, without pluck, you're sure to expire. Prepare yourself, Realm Walker.
All right, so without pluck, without the ability to fight, we are sure to expire.
Once this fen is within our wake, a fine morsel of knowledge I shall bequeath. Ahead lie relics of humanity's future.
All right, so I have to acquire Tier 1 Predator Skin and Tier 1 Predator Teeth. Oh, I picked up too much. So it's going to get problematic. So let's just get rid of 8, go back down to 30. And we're still a little bit under, so... Alright, time to do some hunting. If we take a look here, we're going to be going to this portal, which is northwest. So we'll kind of make our way in that direction as we look for things to hunt. Being that they're called predators, they'll probably be looking to hunt us as well. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. The thing does not look happy. But I did find... Can I not... Nope. Oh, it's a shame. I want to say that's iron, if I remember correctly. It'd be nice to take some of that back. Yep, come on. Yeah, it's pretty decent. As long as you don't call friends, I think I can deal with you one-on-one. Oh, you got me. There we go. Switch to my knife, and just start stabbing it. If you hold down E, you can collect everything around you. I wasn't sure if that made it from the playtest or not. But that is very cool. Yeah, hi there. Oh. You have some reach too. So the gold number comes up when you hit him in a weak spot, which I don't know if it was his stomach or if it was his head. I couldn't tell, but I seemed to get those numbers when he was jumping. So again, holding E to pick up everything in my general vicinity. Very nice because it can get hidden by the beautiful landscape and grass. So I have 2 of the bones and the hide that I need. Still need to go further west. I also wanted to kind of take a look at this tower because it looks pretty neat. I personally do prefer the axe when I'm fighting, just to get the speed. Ooh, killed him right when I ran out of stamina. You killed this guy before you had a chance to eat him. Alright. Oh, I'm way down. Okay, how bad am I? I'm not too bad over. Let's go ahead and get rid of 10 of these. Again, making essence. Essence doesn't weigh anything, so that's very helpful. Okay. I tried jumping back there and I wasn't able to jump when I was weighed down, so encumbrance penalties can be pretty severe in this game. Scraps. All right. Oops. Didn't realize he attacked twice. Gotta be careful because I don't have any more food on me and I'm starting to get hungry. Little ball bearings. Charm of the Pugilist. Oh, cool. Here's things outside. Is that something? Oh, I can pick that up. Nice. Pick that stuff up. I've got berries. I can eat those. I'm weighed down by inventory, but I think those are ingots. Yep, 10 ingots. Very nice. No, the stuff I was looking at, it was either iron or tin. Carved stone. I don't know. Let's just extract that because it's pretty heavy. Let's extract 10 more of these. Because I can pick up stone in a lot of places. Some tin ore. Let's go up here and see what we can see. Wait. The Pale has reached the steps of the building where we first met, with shy gazes and murmured words. The same building where I've waited all this time. But I must make a choice. On one end looms the Pale, at the other end, the portal into an unknown world. Beyond the portal and into the realms, I may find others. Perhaps they have happened upon Sita and can tell me where to find her. Sorry, I'm actually getting a little... my eyes are jumping to the other lines while I'm trying to read this, so if I'm reading this in a weird way, my apologies. If not, perhaps they can find a way to push back the Pale and reclaim Earth. I will search to the ends of whatever worlds I must to find her. The portal's opening. If I have chosen poorly and someone finds these writings, please tell Sita. I waited for her until the last, and that I will find her in the next life. Yeah, for some reason that font specifically is like causing me to jump around as I'm reading it. Now, if I remember correctly, there is an accessibility feature built in that lets you see it in a different font. I'll have to take a look at that. Tempest card for perpetual rains. Travel more quickly, extending benefits to your meals. Oh, cool. So let's take all... I know I'm overloaded. I'm going to extract that as well. How badly? Just extract it all. I can find those anywhere. Cannot interact. Oh, that's mean. That's so mean. I don't think I can do much damage to this, to be honest with you. Put those ingots there, and I'm not sure there's a way to actually survive if you were to get those and fall. Alright, so I'm going to do some repair real quick. So you can right-click and you can do individual repair if you have enough essence. And over here on the right side, it took 5 essence to repair that. If I repair all, I just did so with 35 essence. I probably didn't need to do that, let's be honest. I probably am using essence to repair very small amounts of damage. But at least it kind of shows you what we're looking at there in terms of how to repair. Some of these are pretty cool. All right, let's go up to the top. Yes, and sorry if this seems like I'm going kind of slow. I do like to explore these areas, find, different materials, and just kind of explore the world that's Inflexion built for Nightingale. Okay, so increases stealth, prolong the effects of a meal, grow hungry more slowly, and heal more quickly. Very nice. And then healing self. I like to explore and whatnot. I mean, there'll be some other players that are just going to push the tutorial and start moving as quickly as possible. If that's your style, you can fast forward a little bit through these videos, or you can find someone who's going to play that way. Nothing bad about that. It's just that I want to make sure that anyone watching this understands. Hey, I'm going to go slow. I'm going to enjoy the world. Very interesting. So there's a lot of different minor cards that they've added to the game that do different things. We had a handful of minor cards when we were doing the playtesting. They were all pretty neat, pretty cool. But... Ooh, umbrella. All right. Okay, so umbrella. Sorry about the cards. They were just a handful, and they were fun to play with, but they've added a lot of things that alter the realms that you create a lot more. Anyways, let's take a look here. We have an umbrella that went to... Where did it go? There it is. So this will keep the rain at bay. If you watched any of the Nightingale trailers, you saw that umbrellas can also be used to float down from high distances. That is not the case with a normal umbrella. That is an enchantment. So don't jump off the top of this and think the umbrella is going to save you. It will not. You will plummet to your death. Got that one. I think I got that one. I'm still bogged down a bit. Fabled Bone. Tier 1. I don't know why it's called Fabled. That's a little confusing. But I need to drop some weight, so let's extract 4. Nope. Extract 2 more. That puts us right under the limit there. All right. So I've got the fork and knife back. I don't have anything I can eat that... I can eat the seeds. Let me go see if I can find something to eat down there. Yeah, I like to take it slow, but I spent too much time here. So what I could actually do... Nope. Crafting basics. I don't have enough rocks for that. I need 6. That's 3. Stamina kind of regen a bit. Ooh, he got me good. How much damage did he do? Let's find out where I respawn. Is it where I came in? Yep. There's my head. I did lose my entire backpack. Plant fiber, I need something along the lines of berries. Well, that is what happens when you die and you don't have respite. Go back to where you came in. How much? I don't know how much damage he actually did to me, but that's... I just saw my bar just plummet after I fell down. My stamina come back. Oh. They're already over the hill. I wonder if that's where the guy is. That's pretty cool. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, because I am in need of some food. Add... Oh, I gotta do that to create it. That's right. I was trying to add some... I don't want to add all that. Shift to split. Okay. Pull that out. I don't need it for very long, right? Let's just put 1 in there. Ignite. I'm going to cook some roasted meat, because that's what I have. I can choose predator or prey. Yeah, let's make it all. There we go. I'll eat some. So to make a makeshift caplet. Item play. Oh, I can make that. So I do have healing salve because I didn't make the healing salve, but I was able to find some. I picked up enough of the meat that let's just puck his back. Healing salve is bones, so I've got to do those bones, and then we'll just bound bristle. That's what I was talking about. It's also a type of fiber. Make some more healing salve. Oh, don't want to manage shield. Never mind. Cancel. Oh, that's right. I was already cooking something. I don't want predator. Yeah, predator, but I want to go max. Craft. There we go. Okay, so healing salve. This is a... It's common. It doesn't show a level on it. What worries me, and I'll show you here, is if we pick up this healing salve, extinguish the fire. Oh, it pulled all 8 into my inventory down here. Okay, so here's the thing about healing salve. In the playtest, there was you could make different levels of healing salve. I don't know if that's going to happen here. We'll see. They had different characteristics, and they did not stack. Right. So this one, health regeneration of 10, and then effect duration of 5. Those may differ based on what materials you use for the salve, and if they do differ, they won't stack. That was kind of annoying to have like 6 different slots taken with healing salve. Let's see. So we did have to make something. We made this right here, which is a caplet, which will give us some health and some resistances. So I'm going to equip that instead of, what did we unequip? Oh. Shame I can't do a direct compare. Durability. Okay, well, it's a little better, I guess. Cool. Let's talk to our friend here.
You've stolen life to preserve your own. A necessity, lest it become a vice. One imbibed by men like dandelion wine. Now, I've led you about around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar, and forthwith a temporal realm of abeyance awaits, and so too, Nightingale. First you must oblige your inner essence, and choose the landscape that beckons. Ah, no need for words, only thought.
I go with forest. I think that's probably the most well-rounded place to start. You'll have some predators, you'll have some prey, you will have bound is going to be in all of these, but it's not as hostile as a swamp, but it's more forgiving than a desert.
The mystery of the halt. Play your cards, but beware. The bound will storm once the archway rouses. Crack their pitiable little skulls. Show no mercy.
Now, I may have said this earlier, but one thing with the bound is nobody knows how they were created, including the Fae. The Fae were surprised when they showed up. So one thing to consider when we're going through this is they aren't friends of the Fae, as we can tell. They seem to have their own agenda. So I'm hoping, I did not learn more about the Bound in the playtest. I think that was specifically that story element was being held back. Which I have to say, I do appreciate, because I didn't want to learn too much about the story. You running away? I got another battle to fight. I don't need to mess with you. So I got the playtesting. I got a nice little kind of preview of the story, how it was going to be, but I didn't get too far into it, so that was pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to fight the Bound here. I don't want to have to fight this guy at the same time. There's 2 of them. Hey, come on. Seriously? Thought that was his death throw. I was wrong. Come on, you get it. So 2 hits with my knife. That does that. I am way down my inventory. Not too worried about that right now. Where's the other one? Did he run away? Alright. I can't run or jump. Let's extract that. That barely puts me in enough under my things, under my limits, so that's cool. Down there? No. Alright. Let's make this happen. So I'm going to do forest cards and then the abeyance card. So the forest card is a forest. The abeyance card is a realm of minimal danger, suitable for construction of an estate. Not even Nightingale's oldest magicians. Magicians? Yeah, your guess is best mine on that word. Have been able to trace the origins of this card. The image imprinted upon the paper brings intense loneliness to mind, which it's Puck, and I don't think that that is a. I don't think that that's going to be a placeholder. I think that's really his card, and there's a little bit of blood on him. So, anyhow, the faction's presence are the company, so that's actually kind of cool. That means we may find other NPCs there. I could not use minor cards, which I would have liked to have done.
Vigilant while the realms align.
But now that the portal is attempting to open, I'm looking for the bound. Are they? Oh, there we go, I heard him. You'll hear the whoosh, and you'll see him come in like that. Stamina's down. Come on. Oh, I missed him. Use my stamina to block. There we go. I'm using the ability to hold down E to pick up around my surroundings. Some bound bristle. It sounds like there might be more. So there's a hope that goes somewhere. It was interesting. I came across here and saw a release Hope Echo. There it is. Hidden Hope Echo. Okay. Question mark, question mark. So these are the Fable Realms I've heard so much about that I've spent years studying. Never once have I set foot here. It's stunning in its beauty. Life surrounds me. I can hear the birds where before I only heard the silence of a populace gone. There's no sight of another, nor the pale. Wherever I am alone. My heart aches for the world left behind. I hope others have escaped so that one day we may all return home. I hope Sita found respite. If she planned to return through the realm, she may still be out here, waiting for me. The thought spurs on me. I see another portal in the distance. Perhaps if I pass through enough of them, I will find someone who has the word of my saying. Stay strong, Sita. I'm coming to find you. My. Thought we were going to get attacked while I was reading that. Oh, I'm weighted down. Crap. Screw that, I'm just going to the portal now.
Realm Walker, your path forward is winding and full of terrors. Save yourself. Survive the realms. And rebuild all that has been lost.
And ends the death curse. Nice. So your death penalty that you have ends when you pick up your stuff. That's a cool little feature. Anyhow, we have finished the tutorial. So now we are in our abeyance realm. As you can see, woohoo, welcome home. I got an achievement. Right, so here we are. We're going to move in. Every time you go between realms, you have this kind of little area right here. You can usually, actually I can't do it right now. You used to be able to actually exit the game here if you wanted to. When you do load your game and you come into the game, you'll come to this page here for the realm that you logged out in, or your abeyance realm. I'm not sure how they've done that in the EA release yet. So let's continue journey. I'm weighted down. When we talk about charms up there, they're items that may be attached to clothing to increase things, abilities.
Ah, we made it. With the byways left behind, your beginnings have ended. I bid you welcome to the Feywilds in earnest. This realm has long been forgotten by the Fey. Left in limbo, not unlike you. How fitting. And thus, here is yours to put down roots. But beware. In short time, darkness will descend, and with it, Stygian perils. Laying foundations will keep you intrepid, child of Earth. While you play carpenter, there are nooks in these surrounding wilds I must scrub for the knowledge I pledged.
Cool. So now that we're out of the tutorial, I can invite others to join. So invite Ono or Bish or Niobe or Nightrath or anyone to come join. I don't remember what the limit is. I thought it was 8. 6, possibly including myself. I'm not sure I take up one of those when I create a party. Cool. So here we go. I'm looking around. This is the forest realm. Look at the map. I do have a portal here. Oh, I've got an actual person and an essence trader. That's kind of cool. Helmet transmuter. Ooh, so this is a little different. You used to have to build the realm with the minor cards you wanted. However, it looks like they put in something here, a transmuter, that'll let you apply minor realm cards to the realm you're in. So that's kind of cool. That means you're not locked in when you create the realm to the cards that you have. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to get out of here. So there we go. That's what I was talking about before, my respite. That's what I was looking at for that circle. So this is, if I die, this is where I respawn. This is my designated respite area right now. I can move that if I want to. Let's see. I tend to keep it here because they've put you in usually a relatively safe place when you first come into this realm, this advanced realm. Let's see, if I come over here, I'm not quite out of it yet. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to look at the map. Okay, so you're not going to be able to do it that way. You move your respite, I believe, with that estate marker that we unlocked that some of you may have caught on the left side of the screen while we were talking to Puck. So right here is not such a bad place. I'm over encumbered at the moment, but let me go ahead and clear some of this out to see if I can put some roots down. Would love there to be some rocks here to get a campfire built. I can make them. Guess I can pick up. Can't make rocks. Looks like I hope that go over there. Ooh, essence dust. Yeah, I'm totally slow right now because I decided to just start indiscriminately picking things up. Another piece of essence here. As you collect items, they can drop essence on the ground. And they can chop different types of essence that will help with crafting. So, okay, let's see. What can I build right now? I could build myself an estate cairn. I need 5 stone blocks. I have 3 right now. I need 20 rocks. So I'm not going to build that yet. Under survival, I have my stick tent. And resting, I have my bed. So I think I can start off with my stick tent. Okay. Sometimes the snapping is a pain, but I want to kind of get it to where it looks relatively decent. Not flipping all over the ground. So there we go. We've got that. Can I build myself a bedroll? Looks like I can. Great. So I can just, if I hold down Shift, Control, nope. I'm trying to look at the adjust height over there. It says use the middle mouse button to adjust height, but I'm not seeing that. So maybe you just can't do it with the bedroll. So we're just going to place you there. Right click, add auto add. And then let's go to see if we can build a campfire, which we can. Very cool. Now you see how it's drawing a line there, right? That dotted line means that this campfire will affect the bedroll, right? And they're talking about the ability for it to have, to be more comfortable, right? So look here, we've got comfort, where comfort score is decreased by 1 because of it's on the ground, but it's sheltered, right? So I can still get some rest because I have at least a comfort level of 1. +1, -1, +1. So let's go ahead, auto add resources to build, and see if that did anything. So it didn't raise it, which is all right. However, was there a way to... Okay, let's look down here. Excellent. Okay, this works. So I'm looking down here. I'm protected from environmental effects because I'm sheltered. I am very tired. I am hungry, and I'm a little bit relaxed. So that is my status effects right now. Down here, if I have my axe in my hand, right click is block, left click is swing, so it kind of tells you what you have equipped down here. It's kind of nice, but at the same time, I'm going to add some fuel from inventory. I'm just going to drop that, ignite it, and then what can I make? What are mixed plants? Let's do mushrooms and berries. Mixed plants, mushrooms. Can I do mushrooms and mushrooms? That changed things. Berries brings up stamina. Cool, let's make that. How many can I make? Just 1. Okay, let's do some mushrooms and mushrooms, which I should be able to make 2 of these. Oh, I will once I can. So we're making these mixed plants right here. Cool, that's finished. Excuse me, I automatically picked up what I crafted when I started something new in the what do you call it? The craft menu. I wish we could queue. I don't know if that's coming up with different. Maybe queuing is coming up with different. It's going to come in with different workbenches and stuff and things to cook with. Let's see. Okay, items are collected. I'm going to extinguish the fire for now because I don't want to burn it unnecessarily. All right. So let's see what we have here. Okay, I can consume from this menu. So great. So keep things on the hotbar that I feel is required. Grouped. Oh, good. That'll group things like consumables and materials. I'm going to try that. That particular sorting method. So I can keep the things like food that I want to consume outside of my hotbar, and keep things like healing salve or things that I might want to do or want to use in battle or as I'm running around. as, what do you call it? In my hotbar. So I'm still weighed down by inventory. I was really hoping that I could make a... Sorry, I was really hoping I could make a storage box, but we'll put this estate marker down. I need 18 more stones because I auto-added resources and, 18 rocks and 2 stone blocks. So we'll get out of that. Those up. I've got all the stone blocks that I need. I just need more rocks. Now, I believe there is a workbench you could make that turns stones into rocks. But I can't do that in my hands right now. I've probably got enough. But my I'm weighed down enough that... No, there's a lot of stuff over there. I'm wondering if something got killed or... Very cool pirate ship. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, it's not just something sitting there. Something was killed over there, or some trees or something were knocked down by something big. Being encumbered, not a good idea to get into battle. All right. And we're done. Sweet, I have a simple workbench I can do now, but we'll rename this structure. Enter a name here. DVDs. Campsite. Simple. Nothing too crazy. I can create my respite here. Okay, so this already has my respite point, and I can manage permissions to allow others to enter or interact with stuff. I'm not sure how the permissions work, but it looks like it might still be in progress.
Your tenacity overrules the gusts of fate, and this Fae you have pleased. Settled here, you'll soon wish to venture farther, the unending lure humankind so often succumbs to. Should you hear that siren call, you'll require unbraided cards and the power to play them. Fortunately, both are close at hand, and here is the knowledge that Robin's friendship affords. Across this realm lie sites of power sealed by your kin long ago, forsworn by Fae even longer still. There are many sites, each granting access to ever more distant spheres. Nearest, though, the antiquarian, formidable enough for one so green. You must first gain entry, passing through a seal forged by those last children of Earth, who claimed reverence for our infinite wisdom. They, more than most, knew the gravity of a contract. Their gates bar access to those unworthy, but I see that strange, hopeful spark within you. Nurture it with its own fundament, humanity. Be it comfort, companionship, coffer, I know not. Once within, delve ever deeper, toward the pedestal. Upon it lies the means to craft the card you require. Hurry now, fleshling, and prepare. The infinite awaits.
All right. So it says, my next quest is unlock the Antiquarian Site of Power. Gear score 6 of 20. So I'm guessing that I need to work on my gear and get it to level 20 before I can either be allowed to go in or have enough of a chance to survive. I'm not sure exactly. So that's good. We kind of got ourselves a little tiny campsite set up here. It's in my respite, and I've got a portal here, transmuter here. Looks like that's the site of power near the Essence Trader and Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina is the name of whatever NPC is there, so we'll see. Now, when we walk around here, there's things to uncover. Not every single point of interest is going to just show up automatically, so we may find cooler stuff as we walk around, or we may find dangerous stuff. You never really know. So I think here it's a good place for us to stop. I mean, we've been going for about an hour and a half. I did do the tutorial rather slowly, wanted to explore and see what was around, and got waylaid a little bit by getting knocked down. Still don't know exactly what happened there, but maybe it was a critical hit on my head because I don't have any sort of head protection, so we'll just go with that for now. It's been fun. I think this game looks even better than during the playtesting. A lot of polish, a lot of new systems. Looking very forward to playing this. So, all right, everybody. Until next time, have a good one.